Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the Geography 361 Lab 9. In this video, I will demonstrate how to answer question 1. The question 1 gave us two columns, two variables. It asks us to produce a scatter plot and then write the hypothesis and use the Spearman rank and the Pearson rank to see whether there is a correlation between them. So I first answer the question B, write the non and alternative hypothesis. So let's write the non-hypothesis first. Since we want to calculate the correlation between these two, so the non-hypothesis should be there is no correlation. Then the alternative hypothesis should be there is a correlation between two variables. The question asks us to do the Spearman rank by hand and then calculate the Spearman calculate the Pearson correlation in the SPSS. So we first calculate the Spearman rank correlation by our hand. We first copy these two columns to your Excel. Then we first calculate the ranking of the data. So let's say the first column I create calls the ranking of intake, and the second column I call it as ranking of income. So we will use the function called the rank average. Select all the column, then we will use the descending order here. We push the cache notation in front of these two numbers to fix the ranking range. Then we apply this equation to the rest of cells. Okay. Then we apply the equation to the other column. Okay. Then we calculate the differences of the two ranks. Then we calculate the square of their difference. Then we calculate the sum of square. Okay. Then we need to use that equation in the Professor Chen's slide here to calculate the efficient of the Spearman rank correlation. So we have calculated this part, sum of square. Then we just use the 6 times this number and divide it by this part. So let me write the equation here. Okay, we write the equation here. Then we just okay. Then this number is the coefficient. Next step, we need to calculate the z-score for this coefficient. So we just follow the equation in the slides here. Follow this equation. The R is the coefficient. We just calculate that, as the N is the 18. So we put those numbers in this equation. This number times 18 minus 1 root square. Okay, this value is the z-score. So we put these two numbers back to our answer sheet. So the coefficient equals to this number. And the z-score equals to the 2.50 something. Then we need to figure out the critical z-score. To figure out the critical z-score, we need to use one z-table. So I found one z-table here. I think this is a little bit different with the z-table in your textbook, but I want to use this type of the z-table this time because if you know what is the z-table, as know the theory behind this table, you will understand what is the z-test did. So our alpha value is 0.05. So it means the area of this part plus this part equals to 0.05. So the area of this part should be equals to 0.025, right? So we need to find this number in this table. Now I found here, the number is here. So the critical z-score is the 1.96. And our z value is greater than this value. So it is significant. We reject the null hypothesis. Okay, then we need to calculate the Pearson correlation in the SPSS. So we first open the SPSS, then upload your data to this cloud, then open this data. I have already opened that. So we have two columns here. One thing you need to note after you input this data, you need to make sure the measure of these two variables are scale. So sometimes it's not scale. The SPSS thinks the data should be ordinal or nominal, but actually we know they are scale. So we need to change the measure to the right ones. Then to calculate the correlation, you need to analyze correlated first one. Then you need to put the two variable from the left one to the right one. For getting the Pearson correlation results, we need to check this table. And here I also check the Spearman to check whether my calculation is correct. After you make sure your data in the right table and you have checked these two boxes, then you can click OK. So this table is for the Spearman, you can see here. And this table is for the Pearson correlation. So let's copy this table. Let's copy this table back to the answer sheet. For the Pearson correlation, we see that the significance level here is 0.003, which is smaller than the alpha value. So we see the correlation between the first column and the second column is also significant. So we see from the Spearman rank correlation and the Pearson from the Spearman rank correlation and the Pearson's correlation, the correlation are both significant. Okay, this is for the question B. For the question A, we need to produce one plot in the SPSS. So we just open the SPSS and the graphs, chart graphs, and make sure we use this one scatter. Then we put one variable to the X and one variable to the Y. Then we need to click the OK. So here we cannot see the OK button here, but we can use one way to fix that. You can make this windows larger, and then you can here see one small button. The first button is the OK. Then we click this one. You can see your scatter here. Then we paste this screen. So this is too large. Let's make it smaller. We can just click this graph, then move to the corner. You can see, then click the corner, make it smaller. Okay. Next, you can use the print screen tool to screenshots tool to paste this picture and copy this picture and paste that to your answer sheet. Okay, that is the solution for the question 1.